roughly 3 o'clock or so, our next stop of the day finds us in Bristow, Oklahoma, on the Mother Road. Bristow were the state track and field champions in 2013, 2018, and 2019. You know, a lot of these small towns everywhere in the United States have take great pride in their high school's athletic and educational successes. So we are at the Anchor 66 Diner, veteran owned. My brother's a veteran, God love him. Served our nation, he's a disabled veteran. So we're going to continue our 360 pan. There are people here, so the food's got to be good. We're going to eat a little earlier than yesterday, so we're not quite so full lying down. So I think it's a good idea. I'm hungry anyway, so we'll walk in and see what's inside. My brother ordered some type of a breakfast burger. It looks scrumptious. And I ordered a patty melt with no onions, no mayonnaise, and bacon. And it is delicious. They ran out of tea, so I'm going to drink Diet Pepsi. I have some fries. There you go. And there you go. Brother, how's your food?
Very good. Very, very good.
Well, I see that you didn't leave any.
Oh, you can come in.
I didn't leave any either.
Yeah, that's how bad it
So
was.
here's our wonderful server, God lover.
Hello, welcome.
And I certainly didn't leave a speck of food on my plate either.
Even though you ruined it, putting ketchup on your fries.
Stop. Mayonnaise on your fries.
That's a big thumbs up.
And don't get me started on, he eats ranch dressing on pizza. I'm telling you.
That's 2 thumbs up.
I'm telling you. I'm going to give him the beatdown of his life later today. Or he's just going to not wake up. He's got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But the food at this place is wonderful. They're veteran owned. They're really nice. It's family run. The matriarch wandered over a little while ago, and really, you know, just
Small town life.
we just
awesome.
didn't want to go to McDonald's. And in the car earlier, I'd said, hey, you know, we need to eat soon. If we could find a place that's not fast food. And Charlie Eagle-eyed this place driving by. Excuse me. And we turned around and we're very happy. So we're waiting for our bill and we're going to press start. We still have a little bit to see here. So it's, what is it, 4 o'clock roughly?
20 till.
20 to 4, so we'll be out of here soon. And by God, you'll see what's next.
Guns, take our pride. Our next stop finds us at the Blue Whale in Catoosa, Oklahoma,
But before I even start filming talking about that, I want to point out the Jackrabbit. Like we were at the Jackrabbit a couple of days ago in Arizona. I said these signs were everywhere. 950 miles away is the Jackrabbit. So there you go. You know, it looks kind of foggy on the screen. I hope this is all coming out well. Our next stop finds us at the Blue Whale in Catoosa, Oklahoma. Now, my wife and I drove by here about 10 years ago, and I thought this was hokey-ass nonsense. It didn't stop, and I have since now radically altered my position about this, and I should have stopped here with my wife, and I'm sorry, sweetheart, I was an asshole, and we should have stopped. The Blue Whale was finished in 1972 by Hugh Davis. This was his private property. He, this in the pond, he, as I start to walk down to the whale, people started to come out here, and him and the family opened it up, and it was, you know, you could swim and picnic, and in the 20 or so years that Hugh owned it, they were never sued or nothing ever happened. You know how litigious Americans are. And both him and his wife passed, and the children inherited, and they ran it for a while. And I believe in it closed. And then in 2020, I believe the city of Catoosa bought this. So it's free. We walked in. The bathrooms are rustic, certainly, but you see as I'm walking, here we are on the whale. Oh, look at the turtles. Oh, cool, there's turtles right in the water. Oh, dude, awesome. I guess that's the problem with this GoPro is I don't have a zoom, but my God, I hope you see the turtle. Hey, buddy. There you go. So here's the rest of the turtle and the whale and its tail. Now I'll pan from, well, standing at the whale. Excuse me, brother. I'm glad we stopped here. I'm sorry, sweetheart. We should have stopped here when I wasn't such an asshole. So we're reasonably close here. It's late in the day, but we got a few more stops, so we're getting to it. It's about 80 degrees and humid. Now, for myself and those of us who grew up in the Mediterranean climate of California, it rarely gets humid, much less humid like this, in 80 degrees. Now, sometimes in Palm Springs you may get this, but not like this. So I actually like it. I feel pretty good. My back stopped mostly hurting for a while. I'm running out of steam now, so, but I love weather like this. This is awesome. So, of course, I don't like the hurricane or the tornadoes that come with it, but so be it. So, we're going to press north on the Mother Road. We are going to drive through Commerce and Veneta, I believe. Then we're going to cross into Kansas and go to Baxter Springs. There's a couple of things there that we want to see, some Cars movie related stuff. And then we're going to cross over one of the historic bridges. And that's going to pretty much wrap it up, and we're going to go ahead and drive on into Joplin, where we're staying for the night. So you're going to get God knows what when I edit. And we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day finds us in Miami, Oklahoma.
Miami.
And that's M-A-I-M-I. Now you notice my brother insists on calling it Miami. And the gal at the restaurant was playing the odds there that, you know, she didn't want to get pinned down that when you call this place Miami, you're going to end up in a field somewhere with your hand sticking out, getting the Nye County treatment. Now this is the Coleman Theater, and this is a historical theater that I am going to text in some of the pertinent information, and I imagine I'm going to link to a blog or two about, or a vlog from somebody about this place. Hell, I may cut in my own film of when my wife and the boy and I were here about 10 years ago. Now, why am I not doing any more? Because bluntly, I'm exhausted and I'm running out of steam, and we still need to get to Baxter Springs. And then we're gonna head to Joplin and we'll be done. I definitely scheduled us some full days here. So we'll see how much of the road footage we clip in. There's a lot of handheld stuff. So I must have an hour of handheld footage. So, hell, we'll see what's next. Miami. We're coming up to the state line right here, but we didn't stop. Yeah, but I'm gonna cut in some film of when my wife and I and the boy stopped here in 2014. So you'll see that here in just a second. Our next stop of the day finds us in Baxter Springs, Kansas, on the Kansas-Oklahoma border, on historic US-66 in Cherokee County. There's a bridge around here somewhere called the Rainbow Bridge. Now we're gonna go have a look for on old 66. And we'll probably get out and take some pictures of Baxter Springs, because they have a historic downtown like every other little town in Kansas does. And here's Marie in her sexy new Raider hat. Woo, baby. She's hot stuff. So here we have it, and we'll see what's next. This is Baxter Springs, and I'm going to cut in a film from 2014. So you'll see that in just a sec. This is one of the original buildings in town, but the facade has changed. Built in 1871, it used to be the tack and saddlery shop by one of the early founders, Offerman, in Baxter Springs. Then it used to be a bank, as you could tell by the eagles and the big burglar alarm box, and now it's empty. So we're gonna head north that way and look for the Rainbow Bridge, and we'll see what's next. Here's a mural on the side of the wall, painted in 1991, still in Baxter Springs. Here we are in Baxter Springs at the Route 66 soda fountain that is not open today. We're at 12th and Military, which is alternate US-69 and US-166, which we've taken pretty much from south of Independence and west of Coffeyville. I don't know what that noise is in the background. It just all of a sudden came on. Our next stop of the day, about 7:30 in the evening, I think, or so. It's been a pretty long goddamn day. Finds us at the Rainbow Bridge, which I believe was finished in 1926. I will text in if I'm wrong. This is the last surviving arch bridge on 66, on the old 66. I screwed up. And when the sign said to turn for old 66, I didn't make the right decision because of my memory's mush. And when we were in Baxter Springs, I'm looking for something, and I had to go to my videotape from 10 years ago, and it's in Galena, which is after this. So I'll walk over here. You can see it's just all green. It's a beautiful day. We certainly are running out of steam. I sure am. I could never do this without my brother driving. I'd have been in bed a long time ago. Riding would have been a whole different adventure. So, hold on. There's somebody coming. All right, so I'm going to get a different shot here. I may actually splice in when Marie and the boy and I were here. God, I miss my boy. He was such a good boy. He was just the best. So I'm not going to walk forever, but here's a different view. It's a one-way. You saw that I clipped in us driving over the bridge. So in our minute and almost 2 minutes here, we're going to go to Galena. There's one more stop at a Cars movie related place. And then we're going to take a little bit of the old 66, and then we're going to get onto the more modern Mother Road, drive in the Joplin, go to our hotel, and I'm going to lie down. So, in a very roundabout day, we'll see what's next. Gonna feel myself standing on the bridge. There ain't nobody come, but you know, when every time I turn on the camera, traffic comes, but maybe not today. So we're going to press on and we'll see what's next. Here on Old 66, still in Cherokee County, at Rainbow Curve is the Rainbow Curve Arch Bridge, built in 1923. And it's the last marsh arch bridge on Old 66. They've got a couple of billboards in town in Baxter Springs about this bridge, so we drove on the old road to have a look at it. And you can see it's winter. Well, it's winter in 2 days, or winter tomorrow. Feels like winter. Looks like winter. Cold like winter. Chico the dog and my wife are in the car. Nice and warm. There's my boy, Chico. He's thinking, "Come on, Dad. Let's get a move on." So, back in the day, this was a pretty busy spot. Now, on a Saturday afternoon at 1:30, it's very quiet. So we're going to press on. We're going to drive into Missouri, and we're going to see what's next. So here you go. Rainbow Bend Bridge. about 20 to 8. We're in Galena in Kansas. And this 1,004 miles to the Jackrabbit. You know, I said this when we were at the Jackrabbit and I wasn't kidding. So why are we here? Well, first off, this house right here has a naked woman stained glass window, a big like half circle. So I'm gonna go film that. But we are at Cars on Route 66. I'm gonna get a little closer here. Hold on.
I have a feeling this was here after.
Yes.
Cars, not before.
This, here are some cards, memorabilia type. I've never seen the movie, so I know it's a big deal. And some of the 66 stuff has got cards, movie cars on the buildings and stuff. But here's the old gas station. Oh, I'm going to zoom in right here, or I'm going to walk up. I'm not going to zoom anything. On the Cannatex, which was a legitimate oil company out here at one time. Now, Ethel, the guy who invented or decided that putting lead in gas to raise the octane has done more damage to humanity than damn near anyone else. I may look this up, but the same guy, I can't remember because I'm old and I'm tired, but he invented something else just as heinous. And anyway, here's the regular. The price is $31.9 a gallon. There you go. Here's the rest of it here. You see as I walk back out to the street, and you'll see on the film coming in, that there's really not a lot here in Galena. They do have, you know, an old downtown, but like so, you know, the same old tired story you guys have heard. Empty buildings, like the Front Street garage, empty. So we are going to turn right on this street, which is the old 66. We're going to drive it for a mile or 3. We're going to hook back onto the 4-lane 66. We're going to drive into Joplin. And I'll probably take a closing shot. Just do a point right. I'll make a closing shot somewhere along the line here. So we'll see what's next. Our next stop finds us in Galena, Kansas, still on the Mother Road. This is a touristy spot that's closed today and probably closed in the season. With the Cannatex Oil Company gas pumps. Old 66 I'm standing on. The historic 66 marked in today's times ends down here at the city limits. So, but the current Kansas 66 we're going to hook back onto and drive into Missouri. This is Galena, Kansas. Here's a pretty sharp and in good shape looking Plymouth Sedan Deluxe. I don't know a lot about Plymouth, so I don't know what year this one is, but I like the blue, and it's in really good shape. Look at the inside. Looks like a 3 on the tree. And right next to it is a Ford flatbed. This looks like when Ford started in the F-Series, the F1, in the late 40s and the early 50s. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up yesterday today. Here's where we stayed at the Fairfield Inn. I didn't take a room shot because we kind of got out. So yesterday was a good day. You saw there's just hours of footage. We're gonna leave Joplin. Well, hell, I'm gonna talk about it on the opening. So thank you for watching another travel film with Joe. This is May 23 Extravaganza number 5. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you, and we'll see you for number 6.